was your break?
It was good. Yeah, good break. I think everybody needed a few days to kind of decompress.
You mentioned before leaving having this opportunity to have these practices, something you don't get often in the season.
Right.
What was the group able to accomplish, you think, the last couple of days?
Well, today was the first day. Yeah, today was the first day back. I think every team will be about the same. Today we needed to get up and down and physically kind of get their lungs and their legs back underneath them, and mentally, start getting the focus where it needs to be, just the small details. And then tomorrow we'll expand from there. And we've got 2 or 3 things we would like to see, some improvement. And we started those things today with not only the emphasis, but doing a few breakdown type things to try to what we think we can build on some areas.
What areas are those?
Well, one thing, we feel like we can always space the floor a little bit better. We can help each other. Spacing is like an assist without the ball, really, of opening up the floor. And so we went through some scenarios today with some cuts that maybe we're making inconsistently that will help, the ball movement a little bit. Our transition defense was an area. We've been pretty good protecting the paint, but I think if we can clean up our transition a little bit, it's even going to be that much better. So we picked a couple of things, that are kind of broad and specific at the same time to work on today.
Spacing the floor, does that require, though, better three-point shooting for you guys?
Not necessarily. Part of the spacing we're looking at is when the ball is moving, 3-man spacing, post spacing. Those were the things that we emphasized today, just what we can do with, where we go with our cuts. And a lot of it's recognition type things, that we see it quicker and we space, and using the phrase sprint to spacing, get out of there, open up that area. I think they're small things, but I think they make a difference.
I don't know if it's true, but I would presume that one of your goals in your career was to become an NBA coach. Has these last few months kind of reinforced that as something you always wanted to do? Well,
I haven't really. I think anybody that coaches would like to think they would like to work in the NBA, but that really wasn't my intent when we started this. And so, the focus has really been, I guess, to your point, how do we make guys better? How do we help? And when we make guys better, our team's going to be better. So that's been more of the focal point than anything, and seeing if we're doing that every day. Continuing to build on the things that he's doing. I think we talked about, we've really talked a lot about his defense, that he's a versatile defender. Play with that athleticism, play with that length. Make an impact where he is getting deflections, make an impact where he's making plays above the rim, those kind of things. And then offensively, just, to continue to play, finding that offense where it comes. We know he has ability to score and to continue to do that efficiently. I wouldn't say that he struggled. I think, the games now, I'm drawing a blank, but we went through where we came out of it and said, less than a week or so ago, we said, those were maybe his best 2 games of the season. So I think he's, it's just a consistency thing of playing at that level. But he had, I don't remember if it was in the Detroit trip or before that, where he had really big impact on the games.
I know it's just an exhibition, but what do you think of RJ back and the Raptors?
I thought it was great for him. It's a great experience for young guys to get to do that. I think you can maybe look at previous players, how they use that game and that platform to continue to grow, and I think he did an outstanding job of how he played and how he represented himself, and the progression of his career.
I think when there's so much turnover, and obviously Steve Mills left, David Fizdale left this season, I assume there's some sort of anxiousness about the future for everybody. Do you address that at all? And how would you address that?
What we have talked about is kind of what I said earlier, not to be repetitive, but what we control is today. Let's take care of today. Let's get better today. Everybody, in the building is working to try to get better. And if we can do that and keep our energy going in that direction, they have proven when they do that, they can have success and they can help themselves.
When people float different names, like this person could be the Knicks head coach or that person could be the Knicks head coach, is that something you pay attention to at all?
No,
Why
not at all. I just don't. I don't think it's productive for me. My job is right here today. My focus the last couple of days has been come back and have these, 2 good practices and get ready to play Indiana. We get 2 more practices. So, this will be our stretch really for the rest of the season. We will not have 4 days like this the rest of the way. So, we're working on some things. We've got Mo. Reggie now has got his legs under him. So we have a chance to work on some things and do some things. And that's my concern.
You've done a pretty good job here. You've won games and you showed progress. Does it bother you though that people are almost dismissing the idea of becoming a permanent coach here?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not really paying attention to it, so I don't really know until you tell me that we're dismissing it. So it's really not my concern. I've said this before. My background, I spent 6 years in the D-League, G-League, and it was day to day. It was about how do you make the players better, and I really feel like that experience gave me a different perspective on how to do these jobs and how to do a job that brings value to an organization. So it's, I'm good with it, and I feel like if we're helping the players, we're doing our jobs, and that's good enough for me.
Do you have a Twitter account?
No. Do not.
Any social media?
Do not. Do not. I do not.
Any family
I do
members,
not.
tell you what they see?
I think they look at things, but they know that I'm not interested, and we don't have those conversations.
Do you see this as a trial, whether it's for this organization or other organizations, to show what you can do as an NBA head coach?
Not at all. I think it's if we help these guys and we continue to grow and get better, then we've done our job. And all I'm concerned about is bringing value to it and helping these guys. As simple as that sounds, I did that for 6 years as a D-League, G-League coach, and I felt good at the end of every season, and that's the direction that I take.